Good morning everyone. So I thought I would just sit down and start. I think this is going to be a new pregnancy vlog. I thought I would just sit down and just discuss my thoughts. So today is the 4th of February. And I've just woken up feeling so overwhelmed, like it's insane. Last night we got everything out of the attic for like the baby, obviously not to put up yet because we don't need it, but just so it's down and like in the conservatory and garage, so we've got it. And I woke up this morning and I was like, shit, like we're gonna have another baby. It's just blown my mind. I don't know why it's just suddenly hit me like a ton of bricks that I'm going to be having our second child in like 5 weeks time. And it's like, yesterday I was talking to the teachers at P's school, and they were like, oh, how long have you got now, sort of thing, and I was like, 5 weeks. Like 5 weeks, that's not long. 5 weeks, that's not long at all. 5 weeks. I remember going in and telling them when I was 5 weeks pregnant, and now I've only got 5 weeks to go. And although it feels like it was a really long time ago that I told them, I fell pregnant in June, towards the end of June. Like I remember telling them before P went on her school holidays. And it just, like, that seems like a really long time ago. But then on the flip side, it feels like it was just yesterday. Like, it's a really weird balance. And it's like now, like, I'm actually preparing for birth. I'm like, oh my god, like, oh my god. Like, it's crazy. Obviously the bin men have to come and take the bins when I'm vlogging. And then obviously being in hospital last week, that sort of made it feel really real as well, like being in the hospital environment where like people are giving birth and people are going into labour, and like some of the women were like being induced, and like, oh yeah, I'm getting induced on like the 6th, and I'm like, fuck me, like that's in like 2 days time now. It's just, I don't know, it's just suddenly come over me this morning, and I think this time, whatever are they doing? I think this time I'm supposed to go forward up the road, not down. I feel more anxious and worried. Not worried. I just know what to expect. So I feel prepared. As prepared as you can be. But sometimes being naive is bliss, because you have no idea what to expect. And like when I had P, I was so excited because I had no idea what to expect, and I was excited to meet her and all of that. And don't get me wrong, I am with this one, but on the flip side, I also know what to expect. I know what to expect when it comes to childbirth if all goes like it did with P's. And like I know the process, and like all the midwife appointments afterwards and things like that. Like it's just, I don't know, it's different second time round, really different. And it's like I feel the baby move in my stomach, and I'm like I could only have this for like another 3 weeks. I could be really early. And it's just, I don't know, like yesterday I did some baby washing, and I remember like searching online for my baby journal to write in, which I've written in every single week, and now I'm at the end and I think, where the hell is that time gone? So I thought I'd just check in. Oh, I'm absolutely fine, everything's fine apart from the fact I've got a cough. I'm healthy, I'm fine. I'm 34 plus 5, so I'm almost 35 weeks pregnant. Yeah, I'm just feeling a bit overwhelmed and thought that I would document it.
You done, my darling? I know, my baby. I know. So, I want a kit. You can.
Hi everyone, so I am back today with my pregnancy update. I'm sitting in a different location because the lighting in my bedroom is just pants. So I thought I'd just sit on the carpet. So I am 35 plus 6 today, so I'll be 36 tomorrow. It is the 12th of February and everything's fine. I think this update is going to be quite, actually it probably won't be because I know what I'm like. Saw my midwife that I see sort of, I say all the time, I don't see her all the time, but she was the one that did my booking and I really like her. I get on really well with her, she's really lovely. So previously I didn't see her, so she, like, the last appointment I had a different midwife, so I sort of briefed her about obviously me being at hospital and things like that, spoke to her about that. She asked me how I'm doing and I just said all fine, although I've started to feel quite overwhelmed. I feel like I filmed a clip before this where I sat down talking about how overwhelmed I feel. That's still the case, especially today's Wednesday. I think it was Monday. Yeah, I've just this past week I've again felt really overwhelmed, mainly because it's stuff from my side, like I'm causing the issue, but I've dealt with that now. So I didn't apply for my maternity allowance. I'm not entitled to SMP, which is statutory maternity pay, through my employer. Oh my, I just can't cope with how cute my cat is. Can you see this? She's put her little hand over, or her paw over her nose, and she's just chilling in the sun and she's got her stomach out. The love I have for my cat is just not normal. I just love her so much. More than life itself. Anyway, so I am not entitled to SMP through my employer, and I thought I was. Because I don't earn enough money. I don't know what you have to earn to get it. Previously with P, I got maternity allowance, but that was for different reasons. So my wages got messed up for the past 2 months, and for some reason I had it in my head that I had to have 13 weeks, so 4 months of pay slips, but I thought it had to be like, say, February backdated, so now, and that's not the case. It was there's a certain period of time and you can pick any pay slip. I didn't realise that until last minute, so I've been waiting for my payday in February to then submit because my wages got messed up, which would have affected my maternity allowance, when it turns out if I actually just read and looked into it, I could have applied for it a lot sooner. So it's been a massive weight on my shoulders these past couple of weeks. And then when I went to go and apply for it, I forgot and didn't realise that because I'm not entitled to SMP through my employer, I had to get an SMP1 form signed by them to say the reasons why. It was just a lot of admin hoo-ha, which I hate doing, and it was just over my head being like, you need to get this sorted. Then I read it could take up to 12 weeks. I'm due in 4. And I was just very stressed, and it was my fault, and I caused the stress on myself. But it's done. I sent it first class, signed for yesterday, so it's all done, it's all sorted. And if I have a back payment, I have a back payment, and I'll just have to deal with the consequences because it's my fault. So that's that big stress done. But I still feel that was obviously causing a lot of like overwhelming feelings, but I still just feel really overwhelmed, and I spoke about it today with my midwife in the regards of like, I could technically give birth in 2 weeks time, because then I'll obviously be classified as full. I know I could give birth at any time, but in 2 weeks time I'll be classified as full term. And just the thought, I can't vocalise it, and I can't make it make sense. I was saying to my midwife, like, it feels like a lifetime ago that I had my booking appointment, but also at the same time it feels like it was just yesterday, and I feel like I've blinked, and I'm basically 36 weeks pregnant, and I think to myself, like, where the fuck is that time gone? Like, I can't. I found out the gender in October, and here I am, like, prepping for birth. Like, everything just, it feels so different second time round, like, and I wasn't ever expecting it. And I don't watch pregnancy updates. I don't know why, I just don't. So I don't know if it's a common thought or process or anything, but I just feel really overwhelmed by everything in all aspects. And I think that's just a mental thing that is what it is, and it's not really going to go away. Like, I remember falling pregnant and I thought to myself, I'm going to be heavily pregnant during the February half term. February half term for me when I'm filming this is next week. Like, she's got 1 day left at school and then she's on February half term, and I think, Jesus, like, where has this time gone? Like, I'm going to be a mum of 2 in a month, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot to mentally process. But my midwife was great, and she was like, do you, like, because obviously previously, years ago, I've suffered with depression or anxiety and stuff like that. She's like, do you feel like anxiety or things like that? And I said, no, like, I don't. I'm aware of things a lot more. So that's sort of just generally how I've been feeling, like, mentally. It's just a lot to mentally process, I think. And it's like, you get through each day and each week, and then you turn a new week, and then suddenly you're full-time ready to go. And I think that's what I've suddenly struggled with, like, at the start of December. So, like, during Vlogmas time, I was, what, 26 weeks, and now, like, I'm almost done. And then it's like, I listened to the baby's heartbeat today, and I was lying there thinking to myself, is this the last time I'm gonna hear, like, a heartbeat internally of a child that I'm carrying? Is that going to be the last time that ever happens? And it's just, because I won't have another one. I don't want any more. I haven't even got this one yet. I'm already saying that. But it's just like, is that the last time I'm going to see my midwife? Like, I don't know. It's just a lot. It's too much for me to process at the moment. Anyway, now that I've got my waffle out of the way, let's have a quick look through my notes. Did my little blow test thing with my tube. That was fine. That's like for, I don't even know what. My next appointment is for the 26th of Feb at 11:40. So I will be 37 plus 6. That will definitely be my last one, I reckon. Okay. Heart, blood pressure, 100/65. So that's not too bad. Had ketones and leukocytes in my wee again. No change there. Baby's heart rate, 140/86. This is my growth chart. So I am measuring fine. She's really happy with how that's been progressing. Yeah, no worries about growth or anything like that, just sort of ticking along fine. She mentioned that when she feel for like where the baby is, so on my right side is the baby's spine, left side is like, I assume limbs, I don't know. Obviously bum is up and then head is down and has been for a while. She said that the head's like really far down. Like, she was like, if it was just like a little bit more, it would be engaged. So I'm like right on the brim. she said that that could change and it could pop in and out and stuff, because obviously I've had previous birth and stuff like that. But she said that everything is perfect and is where it should be. So I was like, does that mean I'm gonna go early? She's like, I could do, or you could still go like complete to 40 or even over to 42. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Other than that, my midwife appointment was absolutely fine. I've got nothing else to report. I don't know if I've said previously about my weight gain since being pregnant. I've only gained a stone, which I'm pretty impressed by. I don't know if that's bad. But my weight gain has been pretty much identical to what it was with P. I remember with P I gained like just over a stone. I've obviously still got like 3 or 4 weeks to go. So it'll probably be just over a stone again. So I'm really happy about that. And I also had a comment on one of my videos saying that I never mention about movements, which I definitely don't talk about because you just forget, because the baby just moves. So it's like, it's not really like a thing to be like, she moves at 2, she moves at 4. I don't know when she moves, but she moves all the time. So movements are absolutely fine. I think that's all I've got to update you on. My hospital bag is completely done. It is well and truly done. Like, I've got everything sorted, which is exciting and scary at the same time. P's bag is packed. That's all done. I've pretty much finished my whole like YouTube scheduling stuff. So for the rest of this month, this will go up towards the end of the month, if not in March. So I've got all my uploads scheduled and ready to go. I will be I'll do a separate video like about my plans. That's what I hope to do anyway. But if I don't ever do that, and this is my update, I will be taking probably a month off. Quickly do you a bump shot as well. So there we go. That is bump at 30, well, let's just call it 36 weeks. And then you can see, like here, my stretch marks have started to go from white to pink and red up here. These are my new ones. So it's not that bad. Excited to have your baby sister come?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What? It's a really long measure thing.
I know it is. What are you going to do when the baby gets here?
I play with her.
You're going to play with her, are you? That's really kind. You're going to help me change baby's nappy?
Well, I won't change the nappy. I'm going to be too smelly.
Be too smelly.
Yeah.
What about help me feed the baby?
No, I'll do that all by myself.
You're going to do it all by yourself?
Yeah.
You know you've got to burp the baby as well when she has milk?
Yeah, I will burp her.
Yeah?
Yeah, I will.
You got to smack her back like this.
I'll go like this, and then I'll go like that, and then I'll go like that, and then baby goes back.
Are you excited to help me pick the baby's outfits when she gets dressed in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I will do that all by myself.
Okay. What else are you going to do?
I will put my baby's clothes on her.
Yeah?
And then I'll go to the park with her.
Go to the park? Cool.
I'll push on the baby to go on the swing.
She won't go on the swings for a very long time. She's going to take you to school, isn't she?
Yeah.
You've got a bit of my fluff in your hair. Well, that's exciting, isn't it? Yeah?
What's that?
Oh, don't take them apart. That's all my paperwork. Right. Shall we say goodbye then? What do you want to call the baby, real quick?
Leo.
What?
Leo.
Who?
Leo.
What's that?
I didn't know.
Neil?
Yeah.
You want to call the baby Neil?
Yeah.
That's Daddy's name. What else do you want to call the baby?
I didn't know.
What's your favourite baby girl name?
Stephen.
Stephen. Well, you can't call it Stephen. What's...
Orange.
Olive. Right, it's definitely not going to be called Olive. Right, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Back with an update. It's really late, and well, I say it's really late, it's just gone 8 o'clock. And I was about to get in the bath, and then I suddenly realised before I get frumpy, I may as well just, I mean, look at me, I'm frumpy as it is, but I may as well quickly update you. So today I'm 37 plus 1, and I had my last ever physiotherapy appointment today. I went in sort of knowing that it would be my last, because realistically, potentially in the next 2 weeks I'm going to give birth, which is not okay. But that's part and parcel of falling pregnant. The baby has to come out at some point. I'm trying to talk quite quietly because P's now about to go to sleep. I've been at work all night. I say all night, like 2.5 hours. So what was I saying? Yes, I had my physiotherapy appointment today, and it was just like a conclusion of all care. She asked me like how I'm feeling and stuff, and I just said I feel better at 37 weeks than what I did. Oh, I feel different, but my pain is more manageable at 37 than what it was at, I think my first appointment must have been like 18 weeks, I'm not too sure. So I was like, it's crazy the technique and everything that I have learned in these past, God knows how many months, weeks, whatever. Like I could not have imagined going through my pregnancy with that pain up to now. Like I couldn't imagine not having that care and that support, and I relayed that to her. We went over everything. It shouldn't have been a longer appointment, but it went over by like 10-15 minutes. I think she was just obviously giving me that care that I needed to see me through. So previously, I don't know how these updates are going to go. We spoke about my pubic bone. I've been getting, is it SPD? Symphysis pubis dysfunction or something like that. Still getting that daily. I have to have a bath every single night to ease my pain, and I am so bored of sitting. I'm not bored of sitting in a bath because I get to watch Netflix, but it's just, I'd rather not have to have a bath every day. I'd like to be able to have a shower, but I just don't get the relief that I need. So I said to her, like, I've figured out the pattern. It happens like later on in the day, and it's a hard balance to get right. If I am too active, I hurt a lot earlier. If I am sat still, like say I have a day of editing when P's at school, I then hurt, say when I'm cooking dinner. So either way, if I'm too like inactive or too active, I can't win. And she obviously said about the baby's head being engaged and it being quite like a sensitive area as it is. So we did another exercise where I had to push my knee against her shoulder blade, inhale and exhale as she like rotated something again, and she could tell that my right side of my pubic bone was like out of alignment or something. I don't know how or why it happens, but it did. So she did that a couple of times, and I don't know if it has eased the pain. I have been in quite a lot of discomfort since then, but I think it's because she was getting my pressure point as to where it's really sore and really like working the muscle. It just aches. So I'm hoping tomorrow or Sunday when I wake up, today's currently Friday the 21st, I'm hoping when I wake up I'll be okay, but we'll see. It's just one of those things that I just have to manage now. She went over my lower back pain, and I explained to her that since my previous appointment with her, she taught me how to get in and out of bed, which I know sounds ridiculous, but has completely changed my lower back pain. It's like on my knicker line, and I have not had that pain since. So it shows that simple things I was obviously causing the pain myself. I was inflicting that pain. I was literally throwing my weight to get out of bed, and that caused a strain and like a trapped nerve in my lower back. Don't get me wrong, if I lie flat on the floor, it still hurts and like I still get the pain. But that has completely sort of subsided because I am taking that time to use my arms to like lift myself out of situations, and like get myself out of bed. So that's really helped. And then she checked my back and shoulders and rib cage, because obviously I have constant pain. And as soon as she was like prodding and like doing the stuff with her thumb, she was like, cool, like I can feel how tense and tight your back muscles are. And I just said that it is what it is. So she did that, showed me some more exercises to continue to do, and that was pretty much my, like, a quick summary of my appointment. I asked about like how it all works, because like I think this is maybe my 4th or 5th, and I said like, how does it work postpartum? I am still entitled to the care postpartum if I feel like I need it, and I have up to 3 months postpartum to self-refer and make an appointment. I can request to have my lady that I have had throughout my care, and I probably will do that just because I feel comfortable with her, and she knows me and understands like where I'm at, and I feel like doing it with someone else would be starting again. So if I feel like I need to, I will use that service, but I'm just obviously going to give it a couple of weeks for everything to settle and get back to normal, before I feel like I need to make the appointment. And I will also say that I mentioned about potential breast reduction. I wanted her professional opinion about the weight that I carry. I know it's sort of crossing of wires and I don't really want to do it, but that's what's going on. And it's probably a bit TMI, but I spoke to her about the weight of my breasts and like what she thinks is in a professional opinion, like what I should do. I said that if I can get one on the NHS, then that's what I would like to do. If not, I will have to get a loan out and pay for it privately. I had a really nice girl, I want to say her name was Louise, but I don't think it is. I can see her Instagram picture now, and if you're watching it, she works at a GP, and she spoke to a GP about it for me, and she gave me loads of information, which was great. I basically just asked for her thoughts and opinions, my physio, and she said that I should hopefully, she was like, you're well and truly like entitled, like I should be entitled to get one, but there's a lot of hurdles and a lot of processes to go through to get to that point. She said what I need to do is make an appointment with my GP, which is something that I will do later on down the line. I'm not going to do it straight away. I am completely aware that my hormones and everything are going to be all over the place for the first 6, 8, 9 weeks. I don't even know how long it took me last time to like get back to normal. A good couple of months. So I'm going to make an appointment with my GP on her advice. She said that I should hopefully have like a good case. She was like, I can see that it's affecting you mentally, and she like went into loads of different things and stuff. And I asked whether my care with her would help support my case, and she said no, because my care has been pregnancy related, so they would want me to potentially see a physio that's not pregnancy related, so I'd have to start again, which is fine. I'm going to do whatever I need to do. I'm not in a rush, but at the same time I'd say in the next like 2 or 3 years I'd like to have it done. But that will all be like a separate video at some point if I ever get to that point. But it was just something that obviously I wanted to know, because I did speak to the physio about it today, and she was really understanding, and she was like, as long as it's not like a cosmetic thing for you, which she knows that it's not, then hopefully, fingers crossed, all will be okay. My maternity notes, seen in physio. I
I honestly can't read her handwriting. So I think it says improved to lower LBP, so improved to lower back pain, something improved with tubey grip, ongoing mid-back stiffness due to large breast size. So she's written that on there, which I guess sort of helps, I don't know. So that is my physio care pretty much done, which I can't believe. I felt really emotional leaving. I didn't cry. I gave her a hug and I just said I really appreciate everything that you've done for me, and I couldn't have got through it without her, and I'm so thankful that I received that care on the NHS. We were so lucky. So yeah, that is my last physio update. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm almost at the end. I am feeling uncomfortable. Cleaning tonight was very, very difficult. I can't hoover anymore, so Neil does that for me, which is fine. Work is quite flexible. I actually go on maternity leave this weekend. I was supposed to be working tomorrow, so today's Friday night, but shifts changed and Neil now needs to work, so he's working tomorrow, but I finish on Sunday. I've got a 4-hour shift and then I'm done for 9 months, and I'm excited. I'm ready for the break. I need it. I'm scared for what it's gonna be like when I go back, but yeah, I go on maternity leave in 2 days. Oh my god, it's such a crazy time. But I'm gonna go and sit in my boiling bath and watch Love is Blind, have some ice cubes, maybe like Sunny D or something. I really fancy some Sunny D. And my next update will be Wednesday with potentially my last midwife appointment. I can't handle this, all my lasts, and then I'm going to get like all my firsts with the baby again. I just can't. Everyone, so today I'm back to sit down and discuss my 38-week midwife appointment. Oh hi. She's always here, always involved. Oh, you've knocked the cushion over. Yeah, so I had my midwife appointment. Today's Friday and I'm 38 plus 1. I had it on Wednesday, 37 plus 6. I didn't film Wednesday when I had the appointment because Ellie was here, and then I had school run and stuff for my nephews, and then on yesterday, Thursday, my mum was over all day, so I just haven't had time to sit down and update, but there's not really much to say. So yes, I am now classified as full term, 38 weeks. Obviously you could classify it full term at 37, which I can't get my head round. Everything's out, everything's ready. I'm just waiting for like a twinge, and I'm like, yep, go time, let's go, push your baby out. I'm just waiting for a sign. So I will quickly go through my notes with you like always. This will probably be my last update. I'm planning on just getting this video churned out and uploaded and stuff, so if I do go to my next midwife appointment, I don't know if I'll document it or not. So I saw my midwife that I see regularly. Obviously I haven't seen her every time. I need to take a minute and breathe because I've got no air. Notes. Oh, okay, so I really have nothing to update you on. My blood pressure was 100/60. My wee was literally like apple juice, and for the past 4 midwife appointments I had ketones and leukocytes in my wee. This time when it was like apple juice, none were detected, so at least I don't have ketones anymore. The heart rate of the baby was 138/84, so only slightly less than what it has been. And comments, advice and treatment, she just put well. So she measured my bump and went sort of she did the tape measure thing. I'll show you that graph in a minute. And I am 2/5 engaged, which is, it doesn't really mean anything, I don't think, like, because I said to the midwife, I was like, does that mean I could go early, on time, late? And she was like, it doesn't really mean a lot, like you could go tomorrow, you could go in 3 weeks time. So I was like, okay, that's fine. But obviously the baby being head down and engaged is a positive sign. It means that everything is as should be. And she like really dug around because she wanted to confirm that obviously the bum is up and the head is down. She really like got into my groin area and was like feeling it. Was really uncomfortable. It didn't hurt, but it was like you're prodding in my area and it's not nice. So that happened. Obviously did the heart rate, did the measuring thing. I stand up, this is where it was marked at. So grown, so the baby's growth has been like perfect, and that's what they look for. I previously, and I don't know if I've mentioned it before, if you're a first time mum, you don't get to keep this. When you go into labour, they keep all of your notes. So what I do, I did it previously with P and I've done it this time, is that I scan in all the pages that I feel like I want to look back and refer to or pass on to them when they are older so they can have a look. So I compared what my notes are now compared to what it was with P, because I remember doing it at 38 weeks and that was the last time that I did it. So at 38 weeks with P I was 3/5 engaged, whereas obviously this time I'm 2/5, and from what I know, like 1/5 is like really low, 2/5 is like lower, so 5 out of 5 isn't the best one, it's 1 out of 5 that is the best one. Believe that's right. Don't come for me in the comments if I'm wrong. So yeah, I'm slightly more engaged than what I was at this time pregnancy with P, and I looked at the weight and the difference, because the weight is done in like grams, like so many thousand grams, and the midwife predicted, I was like looking at the bump and looking at the figures, like what do you reckon the baby's gonna be, and she said sort of like 7 pounds 8, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I looked at the graph at what P was at this time, and P, again, I know it's so vague, but going off of what it was on the chart with P, she should have been like 7 pounds 8 or 9, and she was only 6 pound 8. So we'll see. It's exciting. I have no idea what this baby will be. I think it'll be a little bit more than what P was. I'm going like 7 pound 1, and yeah, we're just gonna sort of sit and wait. So today is currently the 28th of Feb. I don't want to go into labour tomorrow because that'll be a leap year, and that'll just be really unfortunate because the baby will technically only have a birthday on the right day every 4 years. As long as I can get into March, which I'm pretty sure will be fine. Yeah, I'm quite funny about dates. I'm quite funny about numbers. I don't like even numbers. So I'd like to give birth either on the 11th of March, which is the day before my due date, because P's 11th, so I quite like the 11-11 sort of thing, like them having the same number, or 13-3, because that's my grandma's birthday and I think that would be quite nice. I mean, obviously I know I have no control and the baby will come when the baby comes, but that's just my thoughts. So she has booked me for another midwife appointment. She offered it to me the day before I'm due, so the 11th, Wednesday the 11th, or I could have had it the day after, so Friday the 13th, and I could have had a sweep. I opted to go for the day before. I just don't like the idea of having a sweep. Ask me in 3 weeks time if I'm still pregnant, I might go for one, but I just want my body to do it naturally like it did last time, and I don't really want someone's hand going up my vagine if I can prevent that, or whatever they do. I haven't even looked into it because I'd rather just not know.
if I get to 41.5 weeks and I'm uncomfortable and they have to do a sweep, then that's fine. But currently, as it stands, I've got another midwife appointment booked for 2 weeks' time. I never made that appointment with P because the day I was due to have that midwife appointment, I went into labour. So we'll see. If I have to go, I have to go. It'll be nice to see her again. And then obviously I think they book it for a week's time from then on. But that is it from my midwife appointment. I can't believe that I'm basically done. I had my health visitor call yesterday, so I don't think it's nationwide currently. She said that it was a part of like a pilot scheme, so whether it's just Norfolk or not, I don't even think it's just Norfolk, because Ellie had a second 9 months ago and she had the visit and not a phone call. So unless they've had massive budget cuts within the 9-month period, I don't know. But the health visitors used to come to your house and ask you questions and give you the red book and paperwork and stuff prior to birth, whereas now with second time, third time, fourth time children, whatever, they will do a phone call and sort of speak to you. If they feel like they need to come and do a home visit, then they'll arrange that. And she just had like a general chat about me, Neil, P, the birth, the baby, are we smokers, do we drink, just general information really, what to expect, breastfeeding. What else did she speak about? Just like cot, like sleeping arrangements and things like that, just the generic stuff. So yeah, that was fine. It was maybe like a 25-minute phone call and that was done. And I think that's it. That's all that's really happened since I last updated you. How I'm feeling, I'm tired and I've had enough. It's hard. I can't explain it. I just feel, I don't feel myself. I feel really like I'm not living in the moment, if that makes sense. Like I'm getting up, I'm doing things and I'm cracking on with life. But I get through the day and I think, well, today went fast. Like, don't really remember what happened. I've lost my appetite. I struggle to eat food anyway because I've got no room left. Like I used to be able to eat a lot of pasta. I can't now. Like I have to take breaks when I wash up. I've had enough of my stomach getting in the way when I wash up. Just those little things that you pick up on. I can't bend over anymore, so I'm constantly squatting. Not like that's done anything for my physique at all. But yeah, I'm constantly like squatting down because I feel like if I bend, I'm literally going to snap the baby's neck in half, or spine. My boobs have started to ache when I take my bra off, which I haven't had for a while. And I've started getting, like, this is grim and very TMI, but you're watching a pregnancy video. I've started getting like, not liquid come out of my boobs, but like just droplets of water, which I know is not what that is. And I spoke to the health visitor about obviously my boobs and stuff on the phone, and I was saying like I'm dreading it when my milk comes in, sort of thing, and she was like, yeah, like the worst part's now about to come for like you and your boobs. And I was like, fantastic. She's like, you've done it before, you can do it again, like you've got this. I was like, no, I know. This is what I've been struggling with, like mentally. I say to Neil, like, I'm so done with being pregnant and I'm so ready to like give birth and get it done in the nicest way possible. Like I'm so ready. I'm at that point now where if it were to happen, I'd be like, okay, like yeah, let's go. But on the flip side, because I know what to expect of like, I haven't had a period in 9 months and now I'm gonna have like blood clots for a month or so, or like just really heavy uncomfortable periods, and I'm gonna be so sore and sensitive and hormonal and emotional and just everything that comes with birth. I'm not looking forward to that part. Like I'm really scared about how it's gonna go, and I know it'll be fine because I'm the type of person that takes it in my stride. I get a bit overwhelmed, but then I'm like, right, okay, let's like just chill for a minute and then let's go again. I'm just very hesitant about what's to come, because first time I had no clue, and this time like I just know. So it's just one of those things that you just obviously have to get used to. I'm obviously now on maternity leave, and I'm not due to go back. Is it end of November, December time? Everything's out, everything's washed. P's excited, P's can't wait. We've picked a name. I think I'm going to end this video here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking by me for the past 9 months. I've scheduled a couple more videos to go up after this. I want to say 1 or 2. I can't quite remember my schedule, but there will be like a last video, so you'll know like that will be it for the next month or so. But I don't have anything else to update you on, I don't think. No. Right, I'm going to do a bump shot before I go, because it'll probably be my last one. Let's turn this. Okay, so this is my bump for 38 weeks. You know what? I'm going to get my stomach out, because you haven't seen it. And I think I would regret not showing it in a video. So if I actually lift my boobs up. Oh, look at the front. It makes me feel ill. Look at my tummy button, for Christ's sake. And then that's to the side. My stretch marks are coming up a lot darker in camera than what they actually are. But I've done quite well when it comes to stretch marks. I did say that I would never get my stomach out, but I just think, why not? It's the first and only time you would have seen it on here. I did one picture on my Instagram, and that's it. I don't feel like I've really forced it down people's faces, like, I'm pregnant, here's me in a shot like this with my bump. I mean, I'm not that type of person anyway. I feel like there's a time and a place, and the end of my last update is the place for you to see my bare skin, and you shall never see that again, because it'll go all saggy and all nice and squishy, and no one needs to see that. Really hope you have enjoyed these pregnancy updates. I've tried to be as open and honest and capture everything as best I can. I know they're extremely long, but it's mainly for me to watch back in a couple of years' time. So I can reflect, but hopefully it's given some of you that are pregnant, not even now, in a year's time, a little bit of comfort, or like a little bit of like, you aren't on your own and this happened with me, so blah blah blah. Right, I could talk for England. I need to get this video edited, so I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.